I'm explaining. Okay. Okay. Fine. So again, on this point, I explained you these things, workflows and event reason derivation, event reasons. These are the different topics, and I will explain you in the different session because as of now, this is very vast topic. So from the UI perspective, also it is very difficult to understand these things. So next, we will explain in the coming sessions also. We will have now after this, we will have what is EC time of which I explained you. So this is a different topic. Just to give you the overview of the EC time off and what we are having in the EC optional edition. Because EC core is having these things, but these are the things which are also consolidated into the EC, that is into the employee center. So time off will capture, you have seen that into the job information, the holiday calendars and time work schedules, time profile. These all consolidated into the time profile. Time sheet is basically if somebody is like in your company, you have the capturing of your fingerprint, your ID cards. So these all things are onto the positive time recording and negative time recording. What is the positive time recording? You are coming to office at 8 o'clock in the morning, and in at 5 p.m. IST you are going back like to your home. So you have the time shift that is from 8 to 5. Okay, that is the positive time recording. But you have the rule in your system, if you will take the break more than 1 hour or maybe the 2 hours, so there would be the half day will mark for you. Okay, so this would be the negative time recording we will capture in the timesheet. Overtime also we can capture here. So these are the clock duration and clock recordings we can do. And this is totally a different module timesheet. We will not have the feature that is into the EC. We will have the timesheet that is totally different way. So as of now, we have to focus on to the EC time off because this is the third from the third party we can drive the timesheet. We will capture all the things that is into the chronos or in the other system, and we will have the derivation from that system to the success factor. Okay. Global assignment. So for an example, if somebody is working in the India and they have the project requirement in US, okay, so the person go from India to US. It doesn't mean that the India position is vacant as of now. It is also occupied. The person is marked as a right to return. There is a feature in the success factor which I'll explain to you the position management. So there is a feature that is called right to return, in which the person is now is working in US, but whenever the project will over there in US, so he can come back in India and he will have the same position in India. So that is called the global assignment. What is called the concurrent employment is basically like you are having the one position here. For an example, you working as a recruiter here also. You have a different position that is called HR employee engagement. Also, you need to do. So there are two jobs you are doing in the same company that is called concurrent employment, in which zero point 0.5 of your FT is your equivalent, that is your the position. That half position is for the recruiter and zero point 0.5 is for your employee engagement position. So that is called the concurrent employment. Last is which we are having the contingent workforce. In contingent workforce, we will hire some person like for 6 months, 7 months. It means like for success factor, there are some of the contingent positions also. They hired the person like for 6 months, 1 year. Whenever the project gets over, so the person got automatically like terminated from the system as per the agreement that they are having. So for 1 year, for a specific duration of like of 6 to 1 year, that we are taking that person in the system. I think several things are already like explained from my side. Any questions till now, guys? Please ask.
Hi, can you please explain again contingent workforce?
Which one?
Contingent workforce, the last one.
Okay, contingent workforce is basically like you have opened the one position in the company, okay, and that is for 6 months or the maybe the 1 year duration. That depends totally on your requirement. Maybe it would be for 2 years also, but that is for some duration. That would not be like there is a work order information. It means work order information is means like for which duration you are hiring that person. You hired as a recruiter there for 6 months only. After the project gets over, so you can terminate it automatically from the system. So your termination date is also reflecting in your employment detail. It means like you hired on 1st January and your 1st June and 1st July date is already mentioned as a terminated date in the system. Is this clear to you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now, moving ahead, that is with the this is the main thing which we need to understand from the implementation methodology. Okay, what how we like doing the implementation, because from my perspective every session I'll derive from the implementation methodology, because you guys, once you shortlisted for any of the job, so you need to do the implementation, which is very important to understand that how you will do the preparation, the explore part, the realize, and the deploy. You most of the guys you are already who is already working onto the SAP, who they are using the SAP activate methodology already. Okay, but to understand from the success factor perspective, that is like these four same what we can say the phases we are having in the system to understand. But what is like the prepare? It means like in this preparation field, we need to have the clarity what the legacy system is having currently in the system, and how what is the data they are having in the legacy. For an example, we required the business unit. We need a divisions department. Are they currently having division departments or not? We need to have the clarity in the first call. Okay, that is called the preparation, or what we can say the kickoff meetings, the kickoff meetings and the workshops. In workshops, we will gather all the information from the client, that what you have as of now in your legacy and how we need to pursue from here, from this step to last step. Okay, so this is called the preparation. Explore, in the explore phase, we will have this is our success factor and this is your legacy system. How the mapping will done. For an example, you have the job structure in this way in the legacy, but in the success factor, we have these pointers. So we need to do the mapping from the SAP HCM to the success factor, or from the any of the system they are using. Maybe they are using the Workday also. Maybe they are using the Oracle. They are using anything from the HR HCM perspective as of now. Maybe they are using the Darwin box also. So how we are driving from that uh, system to legacy system to the current system of success factor. Okay, so this is called the explore phase, in which we will realize that what is the solutions we need to map and what is the gaps which we are seeing in the system. We need to configure the things and we need to have the onto the sprint phases. For an example, sprint one, sprint two, and sprint three. It means like the phases which we are having. In the sprint one, we will cover some topics. In the sprint two, we will cover some topics, and sprint three, we will cover some topics. So after completion of these three sprints, we will done the explore phase, in which we will have the solutions, we have the mapping, we have done the mappings of every of the pointers from the legacy to the success factor. Okay, the last which we will have the realize, that in which what was the requirement they have given to us, how we are fulfilling that requirements, what are the strategies which we are following, the configuration which they have given to us, are we doing on the same page? So we need to validate on each and every pointer, and with the client also. For me, I would say the client interaction is the best thing to understand the system and to drive the implementation, that is from the legacy to the current system. If we're not having the good interaction with the client also, I don't think so you guys will have the successful implementation also. So you need to be very careful while having the sessions with the client, so you get the requirement in a very easier way, because the person is not having the knowledge of the success factor. Maybe it is if he is having the knowledge of success factor, that is very good thing for you. But if he is not having, so you need to explain in a very good or maybe a very calm way, like these are the pointers which we required onto the success factor, and you are having these pointers. So we need to map each and every from your side also to our system. So we will have the successful implementation of success factor. Okay. So here you can see the configuration which we are doing after the requirement session. The walkthrough. Walkthrough, it means like these are the configuration you given to us and we are completing in the same way. Now the data migration. Data migration is totally a different, I can say, the module in which we will have some templates. For an example, in template means the fields. Fields, you can say, for an example, legal entity or the job information. Okay, job information will derive from the some job classification, function, business unit, cost center. So these things we will capture in one Excel file, that is called a template. From their side, they can fill each and every information in that template, and we will migrate that template in our system. That is called as by the import. We will upload that file in the system, by which we will have all the information in the success factor. Okay, after the successful data migration, we will have the testing, that is called the unit testing also. SIT, we can say that also. The each and every phase testing, we can do the testing from the different systems. Somebody is having the Jira. Is anybody worked on to the Jira tool? I think you most of the guys having 10 to 15 years of experience. I think you worked maybe for any of the client for Jira tool also. Okay, no problem. So, Jira or maybe the other testing tools they are having currently in this market, so they can use any of the tool for the testing to record that what are the testing pointers which we are testing as of now for the system, and these are the pointers on which we are successful. Okay. And in the deploy phase, we will have the because you can understand first point that in the every implementation there are three instances. The you have seen the first instance which I've shown to you, success factor. So they are having around three systems. That is, one is the development, second is the testing, that is called the preview system, and third is the production. So whatever we are doing, that is into the development firstly. If the client is okay with our requirement, with our configuration, so we can say that this is fine. If they can say this is fine, so we can migrate to the preview system. Then from preview to the production. Okay. So after all testing and all the things, we will do the preparation, that is to migrate all the things to the um what we can say into the production. Okay, then we will see what is the cutover. It means like what are the things which we have not covered, whatever the things which we have not done just as per the SAP, what we can say the restrictions which we are having. So after seeing that, if there is a solution of these activities, we can do that. Otherwise, we can go live. In the go live sessions, we will do some admin trainings also to them, that these are the trainings which we will having for the admins to understand. I think some of like yours also, like somebody is working as an end user for success factor, so you also got the training for the success factor firstly, then you are using that success factor as of now. Okay, next is this thing which I've explained you. This is the iteration one, that is called the,
Hello.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
Farah.
Can you just go back on that screen?
Yes.
So I just want to understand, like at a beginner level,
Hmm.
okay, because implementation will be new for all of us. So
Yes, yes.
at a beginner level, in which phase, we will be, mostly utilized? Because I don't think so, like we will be able to give a very, detailed knowledge about, in the preparation part. So
Okay.
what do you
I'll
think?
tell you.
Like, how do
I'll
we start?
explain.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll explain you again, like for from the other perspective also. Like in the preparation, as a project manager, they will prepare the kickoff meetings. Okay, they will explain that to the client that these are the project plan, these are the things which we are covering up during this session of three months. From first month we will do the workshop, second month we will do the configuration, third month we will do the testing. Okay, in the preparation phase, your responsibility or your KRA is at this point of time in the preparation of the PPTs. If you are from the Employee Central core, you need to prepare the PPTs, that how you will gather the information from the client. It means you need to explain in the same way which I am explaining to you. You need to explain in a detailed way. These are the things which I am looking for, the legal entity, the business unit, division, department. These things I am looking for. Okay. In this second phase, these two phases are very important for each of the consultant who is like working onto the success factor implementation. It means like in the explore phase, whatever the requirement you gather from preparation field, okay, you need to have the clarity onto the in this phase. It means like you need to do the mapping of every sprint, that these are the requirements from the client and these are the mappings from the success factor. So are we okay? And you need to get the confirmation from the client in the explore phase. Okay. In the realize phase, you need to do the configuration and the walkthrough and to the data migration and the testing you need to do. Any other question, Farah, on this? I think that is the answer to your question. Hello.
Yes, you may proceed.
I think your voice is low. Can you please speak louder?
Yeah, I think yeah, it's okay. You may proceed further.
You got the point, correct, Farah?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, this thing which I have explained you, that is called the iteration one. That is called what we can say the realize, in which you will agree with the foundation data. Whatever the requirement, you will get it like from the client. You need to done that is 80 to 90%. 60% that is for employee data in the iteration. Some workflows and the alerts that I explain you in the later part, but this is the overview how you will do the implementation. Okay, we will come back again on this in this slide after once the things are sorted or the things are explained to you, because these are the things is very important, that is like of the role-based permissions, the workflows, alerts, and the employee data in the later part. Okay, now I have I think just give me a second. Okay, it's almost like of eight.